I've always found the Psalms a source of comfort. I love the combination of lament and rejoicing, and the tenacity of the writers to trust in God in the most dire of circumstances. That tension between lament and rejoicing is so human and so applicable to today when we find ourselves swinging between grief and gratitude and living in the space between. So it makes sense that the psalm that I connect to the most at the moment is Psalm 46. I love its strong sense of place and presence, the reference to the mountains and streams and rivers and sea and the holy place where God dwells, and the surety of God's presence in the midst of chaos and turmoil and a world imploding and a people at war. The psalm starts with the famous words, God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present or very present help in trouble. In Eugene Peterson's The Message, it continues, we stand fearless at the cliff edge of doom, courageous in sea storm and earthquake, before the rush, wind, roar of oceans and the tremors that shift mountains. The language Eugene Peterson uses here is so poetic and therefore so evocative, and it presents us with a situation over which we feel we have no control. The only thing we can do is to seek solace or to seek refuge in God. The psalm's divided into 3 stanzas, each ending with the word Selah, a pause, a break for reflection. The first stanza sets the scene in the world at large, the macro. The second stanza brings the action a little bit closer. Nations are in uproar and kingdoms fall, Selah. And the third stanza starts with an invite to come and see the works of the Lord. The focus hones in on the micro, the community, the individual. We are invited to bear witness to how God is in control, how God has made the fighting cease, has shattered the spears. And then the words, be still and know that I am God. We've been encouraged to pause twice so far, and now be still and know that I am God. These words have been my mantra this past year. In all the uncertainty, the chaos, the fear of the unknown, I've kept coming back to them time and time again. Be still and know that I am God. In fact, I had them carved into a little plaque that I have on my bookcase as a reminder. In the isolation and the barrage of depressing news, those words have been something for me to cling to. Be still and know that I am God. There's no promise in this psalm that bad things won't happen. They do and they will. But it does end with a reassuring promise. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Amen.